everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be putting one card from each of the 3 oracle decks I have here. So we'll be reverting back to the old structure, okay? So hopefully you'll enjoy it. We'll get a quantum, moonology, and divine feminine oracle. More cards may come out. We'll get some key tarot messages using the intuitive and clarifying with the Waite. I will also be putting some angel answers at the end, as I felt that was a nice touch. So we'll keep that going. All right. So, Sagittarius, let's see what's coming up for you for the week of the 19th to the 25th of April 2021. So just when I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. So Sag, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle this week is Family, Friends and Guides. Okay. So there is a lot of support coming in for you. There's a lot of guidance, okay, as well. Divine guidance, possibly from the ancestors, or a loved one that's recently passed on. But you have those around you in the astral that are trying to guide you back home, is what I'm getting, like guide you back towards the right path, okay? So you may have strayed slightly somewhat, you may have found yourself feeling lost, uncertain, unsure of where you're supposed to be headed at this time. It's kind of like you may have even felt that you've lost yourself, okay, to some extent, but you have an ancestor here or a recent family member that's passed on that's trying to guide you back to your higher self, is what I feel. So that's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful energy that's coming off this. I do feel like if you do see this ancestor or this family member in your dreams or in the astral, I feel like it's going to mean a great deal to you. It's going to provoke some strong emotions, but it's also going to bring you a lot of comfort. So that's beautiful. Okay. So let's see what the Moonology deck has for you, what the divine guidance is with regards to this. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know? What can guide them back towards their true north? Okay. There was a few cards that wanted to come out there. Okay. So you have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams require a practical plan. Okay, your dreams need a practical plan. So you could have Taurus in your chart, but regardless, Sag, I feel like it's a case of if there's something that you really want, okay, and you feel like you're unsure how to achieve it, you really need to look at what steps you need to take, practical steps, what changes are needed. Especially if you feel like you've lost your way, what can guide you back towards being on the right path, back on track? What changes do you need to make within and without, so that you are in alignment with the very thing that you want? Okay, these are the types of things that you need to ask yourself. So let's go to the Divine Feminine now, see what the guidance is for you from the Mother Goddess, and see which goddess energy you align with and what the affirmation would be for you this week. So what is it that can help Sagittarius come back to themselves and to this path that they're seeking to explore? Okay, amazing. So this is gorgeous. You have Sarada Devi, okay? Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother, okay, which is perfect. And the affirmation is, unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. Okay? Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is in the absence of judgment. So it's really asking you to mother yourself. Okay? And it's even possible that this guide that's coming through could be a grandmother, a mother figure in your life, someone who really was nurturing you, guiding you. So I feel like this is a message that's coming through directly from a matriarchal figure in your life, okay, that may have passed on. And they really want you to be that to yourself at this time, to really mother yourself, love yourself, okay, to really heal the inner child and understand that your traumas, your wounds, okay, your past, your fears isn't reflective of who you are. Sure, it has affected you and it has brought about certain traits possibly, but you are not your trauma, okay? That's what you need to know. You are not your pain. You are not your confusion. You are not your sorrow, okay? And that even if you feel lost, even if you feel like you've strayed off the, the ascended path, everyone makes mistakes, but it's not something to beat yourself up over, Sagittarius. It's a learning curve, okay? You are being guided back home. So listen to your inner voice, listen to your higher self, listen to your ancestor, your family member, okay? Because you are being lovingly guided back to yourself and to your true north, okay? So don't beat yourself up over it. And if you've been in conflict with others around you because you've strayed off course, they also need to forgive you as well and trust that you will find your way back home, okay? Because none of us are blameless, we all make mistakes. So they also need to understand and appreciate that, especially when you make an effort to course correct, taking practical steps, okay? Beautiful. Okay, so let's go into tarot messages now. But I really like this message for you, Sagittarius, because I've really felt in your energy that you've been at odds with yourself for some time. But I feel like now you have this maternal guiding figure in the astral that's bringing you back home, bringing you back to yourself, to your true north, to your true frequency, which I really love. And again, there is no judgment on my part with regards to this at all. As I said, we all get a bit lost sometimes, we all do. And we just need that gentle, loving guidance to bring us back to ourselves, to our true selves, okay? Which is gorgeous, okay? So if any of this resonates for you, you'll know if this is your message, okay? It's not going to be for everybody. Okay. So let's see. Ooh. Yeah, you're making some very powerful decisions here, but it's not coming from a fear space. That's the difference. Or feelings of confusion. You're looking at this practically and logically, trying to make a sound decision by learning from past mistakes. Okay. So very practical energy coming in at this time. So you're heeding the advice is what I'm seeing, Sag. Okay. So let's go into those messages now. First card out is the Two of Swords in reverse. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is you coming to an informed decision based on the high-level guidance you have received, based on what you know to be true in your heart, based on what makes sense to you, based on what your higher self is also communicating. So you're making an informed decision here. We'll get an insight. We'll get insight. Oh my gosh, if I can speak. We'll get insight as to what that is when we clarify. Okay. If I can get the cards up. So the next card out is the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. Okay, you could have Gemini in your chart, you could be dealing with one, but this is making, again, both cards side by side really speaks of making a decision, a clear decision. Okay, there is no doubt in your mind at this time. Okay, energetically you still may not have fully committed, because I do see the Two of Pentacles here under the Two of Swords. But at least in terms of your mind space and what your heart is telling you, you've already made a decision. You've decided to pursue this dream. You've chosen a specific path. So if you was on the fence in the past, you certainly aren't anymore. You're very clear on what it is that you want. It's just there may be a bit of hesitancy because you know it means going all in, okay? So this could be in relation to love, because we do have the Lovers here, or it could be in regards to a dream or your healing process or your self-love journey, okay? It can be any of those things. The next card is the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So for some of you, it's a case of you're choosing to no longer run from yourself, okay? You're taking a closer look at your emotions, your feelings, okay? What healing is required in order to be a mother, to give back to yourself that unconditional love that you've been seeking outside of the self. And I also feel like as you do that, you will also attract more love into your life overall. You may also be deciding not to walk away from a partnership here, okay? Possibly a romantic situation, but I feel like this is more about you giving back to self and no longer running from yourself, but embracing who you are in your entirety, loving yourself better, okay? And of course that will impact your interpersonal relationships as well, in a positive way. The next card out is the Two of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Energetically, you're still kind of processing this though, because it's a significant change, right? This is you coming back to self. This is you recognizing what needs to change within in order to see certain changes outside of the self. But energetically, it's like you're still going through this process. You're still also trying to get all aspects of self on the same page is what I feel, okay? So that you can take these practical steps. I understand that it's a big change, and I understand it's a bit scary when you're having to really sit with yourself on a very, like at a very vulnerable level, okay? And possibly in a way you've never done in the past, Sagittarius. But you will get there. I feel like your energies will be aligned once more. It's just, you know, you are going through a big process right now. This is a significant alchemization. You're going through a transformation, okay? The next card out is the Page of Swords. Air energy, again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You could have strong Gemini in your chart. You could be dealing with a Gemini. But regardless, I feel like this is you willing to learn. This is you willing to take a new approach, okay? Learning to communicate your wishes, learning to communicate openly and honestly about what it is that you're seeking from this lifetime. Changing the way you think, changing the way you communicate overall, changing the thoughts that you have with regards to self, the limiting beliefs, the narrative that you perpetuate, being kinder to yourself, okay, and others in the way you verbalize things. You know, so basically you're speaking more words of love to yourself as well as others, which is gorgeous, right? And I feel like you have a new appreciation for who you really are, and for those who in your life who really do see you for who you truly are, okay? So you're looking at this from a completely new perspective, but you're learning. You're very much having beginner's mind, as we call it, right? Beginner's mind when it comes to this. And that's the best way to be. That's the best energy to be in. And you're open to learn. You're open to change. You're open to growth, okay? And I feel like you are choosing to come back home to self, which is gorgeous. I really get that message strongly since I started this reading, that you're coming back home to self. You're coming back to your higher self, and your ego is being reformed and coming into true alignment with the higher self, which is amazing. And then the last card you have is the Empress in reverse. So this is Taurus and Libra energy, so you could be dealing with any of those signs or have it in your chart. But I feel like, again, there's this mothering energy. You've been seeking an Empress outside of yourself to fulfill this mothering role, okay? To give you all of that love that you feel you are lacking. But you're being asked to be an Empress to yourself, to nurture yourself, to love yourself, to give to yourself, okay? To nourish your own spirit, to believe in yourself, okay? To invest in your dreams, to take action, to make plans, to change up your energy, to be more positive, to know how abundant you really are. Because all of these things are what's currently lacking within. So you're being asked to come into the energy of the Empress yourself, okay? Amazing, okay. And again, this is not about gender, this is about the energy, that very nurturing, maternal, abundant energy. You're being asked to step into this for yourself, okay? So, because as I said, regardless of whether or not there's a connection involved, or about your family dynamics, or a dream, you know, a career path, this is all about you and how you feel within and how you treat yourself, Sagittarius, okay? That's the clear message I'm seeing here. There was a need for change here, absolutely. And there may have been a situation that came up that was very painful for you, that forced you into this introspective mode, so that you get to the heart of the issue, which is the fact that you've been neglecting yourself on a love level, okay? On a maternal level, being a mother to yourself, nurturing your inner child. Yeah. So this was a big realization for you. And big lessons like this always comes with, oh my gosh, a lot of painful energy, but it's also highly transformative. So it's like you'll feel pain, you'll feel sorrow, then you'll have that epiphany and understanding. Then there's that catharsis, you know, and then joy that follows that. So it's really archetypal of the spiritual growth journey. And you're going through this currently, for those of you who I'm picking up on. And it's not an easy process by any means, but this will change your life, 100%, okay? So, clarifying the Two of Swords in reverse, you have the Ace of Swords. Yes, I love this. Ten of Swords, painful. Queen of Swords, Libra energy. So some of you have definitely got Libra in your chart or dealing with one. There was a painful situation, right, that came to an end. And I feel like now you're being guided by an ancestor, by a family member who's passed on, to see the truth of the situation, right? That something needed to come to an end. Something that was very painful for you, okay? That caused you a lot of grief, a lot of sorrow, a lot of feelings like I cannot it cannot get any worse than this. Like I've literally been through it all in this situation, right? So you went through a very difficult, dark period of your life, okay? But you got the 1 and the 10, okay? So there is a new beginning on the horizon, okay? You're understanding why you had to go through this ego death. And it's so that you could be reborn with clarity, with balance, okay? Being in this highly ascendant frequency, knowing that because of everything you've been through in your past, there is nothing you cannot overcome. And that now that you have transcended certain karmic cycles, you have outgrown certain situations and possibly connections as well, okay? So now you're coming into this very balanced energy, okay? Even though this can be somewhat sharp, okay? The Queen of Swords is very fair. In the upright, she's being very fair. She's very just, okay? So she's all about equal give and take for sure. She wants to see that there is growth, that there is change, right? So I feel like a part of your test here is not just what you've come through and what you're now starting. It is that your ancestors, your spirit guides want to see that you have learned the lesson, that you're now going to take this opportunity, this new opportunity, this clarity that you've acquired, this knowledge, right? This wisdom that you've acquired, and you're going to apply it in a way that's beneficial, right? That you're not going to repeat certain mistakes, you're not going to repeat certain karmic situations, right? That you're going to use the knowledge to heal yourself, to progress, to bring certain things into balance within, and to take those necessary steps towards whatever it is you want to manifest, okay? So the universe as well is wanting you to put what you've learned into practice. Okay, essentially, it's because knowledge, just having knowledge is just knowledge. It's not useful. It only becomes useful when it becomes wisdom, when we actually apply said knowledge to practical areas of our lives, apply it in a practical way, so that it then has use. Otherwise, it's just acquired knowledge that's not doing anything, right? So the universe wants to see that you're applying that knowledge to various aspects of your life, okay? So clarifying the Lovers in reverse, you have the Emperor in reverse. That's interesting. So we have the Emperor and Empress in reverse. So divine energies here, divine masculine and feminine. This is Aries. 8 of Cups, water energy. Strength card, Leo. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Libra, Aries, Leo. We've got a lot of signs here. But yeah, I feel like you've decided to perhaps emotionally detach from a situation in order to focus on your own healing, okay? You're like, I need to take care of me right now. I'm not in a position where I can give to someone else or try and heal the situation from my past. I need to let it go in order to be someone of the Empress energy and the Emperor energy to myself, okay? So you're recognizing a need for self-love and self-care at this time. So I feel like in this moment in time, you are choosing yourself, okay? Regardless of whether or not you want to leave a situation behind, you're recognizing that you need to choose yourself, okay? And that does take great courage, because you're obviously leaving something behind that meant a great deal to you. But you're understanding that in this occasion, I mean, it's not about choosing between different people. It's about choosing between a situation from your past and yourself currently. And you're choosing yourself, which I feel like is the right call and what you're being guided to do, okay? Because you have a lot of healing that needs to take place here. So that's what you're doing. And it's not to say that you have to necessarily walk away from the situation permanently, but definitely in this current moment, I feel like you're recognizing that you've not been taking action because you've not been wanting to release something, okay? But now you need to focus on getting yourself on track, being the Emperor, being in control of your life once more, okay? Rather than things just happening to you and, you know, letting it affect you to the point where you stop even trying or giving anything to yourself, that you start working diligently on your health, your finances, your career, your happiness, your overall well-being, okay? Mind, body, and spirit. Okay. The next card, clarifying the 8 of Cups. So we have the 8 of Cups in reverse as well. That's interesting, right? Because you have it in the upright here, and then you have it in reverse there. So the numbers 8, 88, and 888 could be very significant. Do check that out in terms of the numerology. The number 8 really speaks of karmic situations, healing, a change in fortune, okay? It's like a rite of passage, learning, okay? So this is very interesting. So I feel like this is exactly what this is. This is like a rite of passage for you that you're going through right now, okay? But anyway, clarifying the 8 of Cups in reverse, you have the 3 of Cups, okay? The 7 of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Pentacles. So we have 2 3s back to back as well. So 333 and 333 could be significant. That really speaks of teamwork, self-mastery, the Ascendant Masters as well. So you could be getting gentle nudges from the Ascendant Masters also, right? So this is about collaboration. This is about teamwork. This is about building, you know, within a community space, right? So I get the feeling that with this combination, okay, the reason you're doing this healing, right? It's like, this is unbelievable. This is really powerful. You are choosing yourself in order to not only be better for yourself, but in order to come back into a union with someone that you believe you can create a life with. So you're going off doing the necessary work to give back to yourself so that you can be a better partner to someone else, to be a better family member, to be a better friend, a better teammate, right? Take it how it resonates for your situation. But that's what I'm seeing here. Because this is reconciliation energy. This is like saying, I need to go and detach and work on me so that when I come back, I'm in the right energy, I'm positive, I'm, you know, my cup is full, so I can meet you guys in the middle, right? So that everything is clear, there's trust, there's honesty, and that we can build from the ground up, that we can get things moving, okay? That we can create something beautiful together. So this is really, really amazing, okay? This is a significant turnaround, okay? So, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, interesting. The World, wow, okay, so here you are. Oh no, sorry, that's Leo's energy, my bad. And you have the King of Cups in reverse, okay? So that could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay? Interesting. This is amazing. So you're going, yeah, energetically, you're still coming to terms with this change, but you're like, I want to start afresh. I want so much love in my life that I don't even know what to do with it. So in order for that to happen, I need to completely change my life inside out. I need to close old cycles. I need to explore new ways of bringing unconditional love into my life by first replenishing my own cup, because as it stands, I'm emotionally depleted. I'm not in an energy where I can give anything to anyone else. I first need to be able to give to myself, and then I'll be able to give to others, right? So you have this very clear recognition of this. So it's very mature energy, very switched on. Like I said, Ace of Swords, you're very clear on this. You know, so you're being very honest with yourself. Like, I'm sorry, you may even communicate this to someone, you know, who wants equal give and take from you, that wants love from you, and, you know, is open to possibly giving it back, but wants to see more love from you. And you're like, I'm sorry, I cannot do that right now because I have nothing to give. Therefore, I need to focus on replenishing my cup first so that I am in a position where I can give. You know, so as much as you may not want to sidetrack from a situation, you're doing so in order to heal, which I think is smart. You know, it is smart. You have to focus on your healing first and foremost, okay? So, clarifying the Page of Swords here, you have the Lovers in the upright. Hilarious how these cards keep showing up in the reverse and the upright. So you have Gemini here, the Chariot in reverse, so that's Cancer. And then the Devil in reverse, that's Capricorn. So this is really crazy energy, okay? And we have two opposing signs back to back in reverse as well. So, yeah, I feel like this is you. Basically, this is you coming to a decision. This is you knowing. First of all, you're choosing yourself, okay? Which is important. I think that's the right thing to do. But right now, the choice is what you're facing, what you're learning is that there are two paths in life, okay? When it comes to your own divine feminine and masculine attributes, okay? What's happening within on a very deep archetypal level, you have two paths that you can take, right? You can take the ascendant path or you can take the infernal path, right? The infernal path will lead you back into misery and suffering and attachment and confusion and anger and all the rest of that, okay? Fear. The ascendant path will take you towards love, understanding, compassion, non-judgment, balance, okay? Empowerment to your will, to your dreams, right? So you're understanding that it's up to you which path you take, right? The divine can only bring you to the crossroads, yeah? Which is exactly what's happening. The divine are bringing you to the crossroads and saying, okay, Now it's time for you to put into practice everything you've been learning. What path will you take? Because right now you haven't chosen. That's why it's in reverse. Both routes, okay, are in reverse. You have two polar opposite paths open to you now. And the divine is saying, make your choice. What path will you take? Now that is something you need to consider very carefully, because otherwise you can find yourself perpetuating the same karmic cycles, okay? Now finally, and it's interesting because we have that energy, we also have the Emperor and the Empress in reverse. So you're having to heal both aspects of yourself in order to be in a position where you can come into back into a team or back into a partnership, okay? So this is what you need to look at first. So clarifying the Empress in reverse, you have the Page of Cups in reverse, so Pisces energy, the Hierophant in reverse, that's Taurus, and the Knight of Wands in reverse, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah. So as it says, you are not ready to give. You are not ready to date or even to go towards, you're not ready to be a part of a high level commitment. You're not ready to be even dating, okay? Because right now, you need to detach from everyone else's energy and tune in with self, okay? So if you are single and you're considering dating, now's not really the right time, because you've got so much going on beneath the surface, it's not funny. Like, this is a very crucial point in your spiritual growth journey, in your healing journey, in your metamorphosis. So it is strongly advised that you don't intertwine with someone else's energy, create new entanglements, okay? Because you're being freed from a certain situation in order for this healing to take place. So if you go pursuing this connection or a new connection, it's gonna slow this whole process down to a halt again, right? So you're being advised not to extend yourself towards anyone else, right? There may be a temptation to do that because you want that nurturing, you want that love, you want that support, right? But you need to give this to yourself, okay? So you need to hold space for yourself. If there is someone that you want to come back into union with, vocalize this to them so they can decide whether or not this is something they believe they can wait for, or if they need to move on, okay? But this is something, regardless, you need to do for yourself, Sagittarius, for those of you who I'm picking up on, in order to heal your divine feminine and divine masculine attributes, okay? Because you have a lot of love you need to give to yourself first, okay? So this is an unbelievable reading. So let me just pull some quick angel answers for you. But honestly, this is like the pivotal moment in your life that can completely change everything. So if you feel like you're always finding yourself in toxic situations or feeling left out, feeling lost, confused, nothing working out, this is a point in time where you can completely change the narrative, okay? That's why it's so important that you don't ignore this message if you know and you feel that this is resonating for you, because you'll know it, you'll feel it, okay? Because I cannot stress enough how important this moment is for you, okay? Like, it's literally make or break, you know, not to say that, you know, if you get lost again, then that's the end. No, but you'll have to go back around the same loop again. So this can be make or break for you. So let's see. All right. Okay, Sag. So what you got from the angel answers is look for a sign, okay? Yes, you're going to be getting many signs, I feel. Either in the astral, when you're meditating or projecting, or possibly in the dream state, okay? But you're going to get a lot of signs, you know, a lot of downloads from the divine, trying to show you, trying to guide you back towards your true north. And trust, okay? Trust in the process. Trust in your higher self, your guides, okay? You're being brought back home. So you can do this very deep healing, okay? Very, very significant healing. So trust that it is in your highest good, okay? And it is going to lead you towards a whole new chapter, to abundance that you've never experienced before, okay? So in terms of the timing, in a year from now, I feel like you will be in a new divine partnership, either with the same person or someone entirely new. But regardless, you'll be in a position where you can truly connect on a soul level with a divine counterpart. And from there, the whole world is going to open up to you. So literally from a year from now, you will not even recognize your life or yourself, because you will be in an entirely new frequency if you do this work. Drop the card. And then finally, the last card is, if you had a question as to, you know, anything to do with this, whatever question you've had going around in your mind, such as, will I be in a new partnership after this? Can I exceed my expectations? Can I make my dreams a reality? Can I heal the situation? Can I heal myself? Yes, a very strong yes. When you are in alignment, when you are in balance with your thoughts and feelings and your actions and behaviors, when all of that aligns, right? When your feminine and masculine attributes are in tandem, in balance, in union, that's when it will happen, okay? So once balance occurs within, you will see balance within a situation outside of yourself, okay? So Sag, powerful, powerful reading. Do claim it if it does resonate for you, because honestly, as much as it can be challenging, this will change your life forever, okay? So I really hope that helps whoever needed this. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And yeah, do let me know if you like this format more than the quick fire messages, or vice versa, because that'll be really helpful for me moving forward. And yeah, like you're coming back on track, I'm telling you. And you're not just coming back on track, you are headed in a very positive direction. You know, if you heed the advice and take the necessary steps, no matter how difficult it is, you're going to be in that 5D frequency, I'm telling you. Like, that's what this is all about. This is like throwing you in the deep end, so that does happen. So sending you guys lots of love, lots of encouragement and support, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.